Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reviewing the new Halo Star Fox.
Yep.
Funny enough, Avi and I reviewed this Star Fox maybe a month or two ago when it released, and it ended up being pretty surprising. It was a little bit more understable than expected. Avi was throwing it everywhere. Big anhyzer, big hyzer. Yeah, it was just a little more unstable than expected. And so the first thoughts for that video was that we were excited for the Halo Star plastic to come out, and I guess Innova listened to us and everybody else out there that wanted the same thing, and here it is. Today we'll be testing it, doing the same thing, throwing it a few times, and sharing our thoughts. Before we get into the video, a couple key differences. Besides the plastic obviously being different and the stamp being different, the only thing I noticed is that it's a little stiffer on the edge. Besides that, I don't really notice much else. Similar dome, similar hand feel. Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, it does feel a little stiffer. Feels about the same profile, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight bit more dome, but feels pretty similar. Maybe more overstable. So yeah, I don't know. Let's throw it and let's see, I guess.
Let's check it out right now.
All right, let's test it out. I'm gonna try throwing them little hyzer flip, pretty soft, about 60%, and just see how they fly. I'm assuming this will be more overstable since it is in the Halo plastic. Might honestly roll better because of that.
Oh, that's a good point. Never thought about that.
Might be like a straighter Rolo to just holds a little more cut longer, honestly. Yeah. I'm gonna try a little hyzer first and just see what happens.
Oh, noticeably more stable, I think.
It did not burn over. It just wanted to pan a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's try it the same thing. Yeah, that has definitely a little bit more turn.
Look like you threw that one a little more hyzer.
I think so. That was a little bit more hyzer. Those look pretty similar, honestly. Let's see. I want to try them again. I'm going to try throwing them with a little bit of hyzer now, pretty low, and maybe about 50%, not too hard, and just see what happens. See if they want to burn over or if they just want to glide.
Wow.
Okay, so that did not want to turn as much as the original one seemed to want to in the last video that we did. So let's see if it's still the same or if I'm just throwing it worse or with more hyzer. Oh, that one threw it a little flatter, but you could see it definitely wants to turn a little faster.
It looked like it did, yeah, for sure. All right, so Avi just threw both of these. After review analysis, he threw those last two on the same amount of hyzer. So this one kind of flipped up just a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Gave itself some turn. I'm going to try to throw these a little bit harder, maybe throw them a little bit higher. I normally like throwing discs a little flatter, so I'll probably throw them a little flatter and you can see if they'll burn over. I'll start with the Halo one. Another important note is they're both 180 grams, so no weight difference.
Nice shot.
Felt like that was slide hyzer. Wow, that went considerably better than I thought it would.
Did not want to burn over.
No, not at all. It flew very similar to a MVP Detour. And it has a very similar shape, I said in the other video as well, but
yeah, they feel comfortable in the hand. They don't feel like they don't have too big of a bead. They just feel like they're easy to throw.
Feels like I like the slim profile.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this now. I felt like I threw that so similar. Did I not? No, there's no way.
Roller? Cut roller.
I have to check to see if I threw that at the same angle. I don't think I did though. After a video analysis, I threw this Star one maybe like 2 degrees less hyzer. But
yeah, they're pretty similar.
Yeah, it was crazy how it like resulted in such a
big difference
flight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna throw it flatter like Avi said. And this is like my preferred throwing method anyway. I'm gonna throw it like 80% and we'll just see what happens. I have no expectation.
So a little flatter, a little more out to the left and see what happens. Does it turn over and go into a roller or does it glide?
That was like 70%. That just looked like a nice turnover line that didn't want to burn and didn't want to necessarily roll anything. Do that one higher even.
Yeah, more time, and it still wanted to.
It still wanted to roll. So I would say the Halo one definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely is a tad more stable. But let's get Avi to throw it a few more times and see what happens.
Next, I'm gonna try throwing these for some rollers, and it's gonna try them flat or a little turn out to the left, and see if they want to just go into a roller like this does, like the Rollo does, or if they want to pan out. This I gotta throw almost on hyzer. I can even throw this on a little hyzer or flat, and it likes to just go into a roller. So let's see. As you could see, definitely want to turn, and there it is.
Straight Rollo master right here. Just a
Look at that.
Casual 400.
I threw that like
feet.
Maybe 50%.
Yeah.
And that went like 400 feet.
Easily.
Comment down below, should I challenge Chris to, I'm throwing Rollo only, and I get to putt with my own putters, and Chris with his whole bag. I feel like I'd lose, but it'd be a fun video.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
All right, next
with the Fox, all right.
First the Star Fox and see. Just a little bit of anhyzer, because I feel like if I throw it the same as the Rollo, it won't turn. Flat, let's see. Threw it a little harder, but it did want to roll, and there it is, almost identical.
Dude, this guy is just the roller master.
That went so far.
Nice 420 feet, 30 feet again.
All right, definitely had to throw that a little harder and almost a little bit more turn. This, I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to, not force it over, but just commit to it a little more to have it roll. So let's see. I'm gonna try throwing it a little higher, give it more air time to get to the ground. Definitely gave it a little bit more time in the air before it got to the ground.
Another nice 380.
And it still wanted to roll nicely, so.
Yeah, even with you torquing it over a lot more, it still had a similar roller line.
I feel like I could have thrown it with less effort and gotten it to a roller.
For sure.
All right, now I'm gonna try some sidearms. Just a little bit of hyzer sidearm, pretty soft, maybe about 60%. Maybe try to get them like 280 and just see if it wants to get a lot of glide and distance without effort.
Oh my.
Maybe that's what they're for.
Little sidearm
some easy sidearm distance. I feel like they're pretty comfortable for sidearms too, because they don't have like a bead and they're pretty flat. So feel easy to throw for some sidearms. Let's try one more.
Oh my.
That wanted to turn definitely a little more.
But still great.
But definitely easy distance for some sidearms. And honestly, they're pretty easy to sidearm for a mid.
Well, that kind of does it for the review. Overall thoughts, I would say that the Halo Star plastic definitely makes the Fox a little bit more stable and definitely more, I wouldn't say it's more usable by the community, but for players with higher arm speeds or players that have been playing for a long time, this feels like a disc that you could actually use in an open field. This, I remember Avi and I were talking about, this would be good, good for scramble shots, good for low ceiling, woodsy kind of golf.
Slower arm speeds too.
Exactly. And then this, I feel like is good for anybody.
Yeah.
It's, I would say, more true to the flight numbers. 5.6 -2.1 is definitely a perfect fit for this. For this, Avi and I were saying it's probably more like 5.6 -3.1.
Yeah, -3.0 if it's thrown hard.
Right. And so, yeah, that's my thoughts. What about you, Avi?
Yeah, I think you basically said pretty much everything. This is definitely, for me, feels a slight bit better in the hand. Also has a little bit more dome. Feels just better for backhand. This, it's a slight bit gummier. And I don't know, I just like the feel of this one a little more. And I don't know if it has more glide or if it's just because it has more dome. I kind of think it has more glide.
Yeah.
But feels better in the hand for me. A little bit straighter, doesn't want to burn over. A little bit more controllable, whereas this wants to turn a slight bit more. They both feel pretty good for sidearms, especially the new Halo one. I think people will like this if this was a slight bit too flippy. I think people will really enjoy this one.
For sure. I feel like overall the Fox is a versatile disc and still a disc that Innova needed in their lineup. But yeah, that kind of does it for this video. If you want to check out any of these discs, either the Star Fox or the new Halo Star Fox, I have it on my site. You can check it out at www.discone.com. I have a good amount on my site, so feel free to check it out. And I also have other pre-owned discs, new disc collectibles. Feel free to stop by. But thanks again for Avi for doing the review with me. He's been on an absolute heater recently. 4 wins in a row, MPO. Can he make it 5 at Rockland A tier?
I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows? But thank you again for doing the review with me.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Also, make sure to check out some of the used discs at Discone. I just went there recently and picked out some gems they made from some new zones, especially.
Heck
so yeah, make sure to check some of these out. Make sure to go support them, and yeah, see you in the next video.
Peace.